our business owners and HR leaders in Washington state know firsthand the complexity that starts to unfold when your state passes some leave programs and then you have the federal program. Like we have talked about, I believe you said there are now up to 11 states that
Yeah.
are implementing leave programs or have already done so. So tell us a little bit about how your team fits into that, because I think the need is great for real experts to be able to stand in the gap.
Yeah, well, you guys were one of the first in Washington. You were one of the very early states to pass a paid family leave. We're up to 11 now. We see more coming online in 2022, such as Colorado, New Hampshire, and you and I are thinking Oregon's probably in that mix as well. And you know what? The challenge is that if you've seen one paid family leave law, you've only seen one because each state takes their own take on it, what the entitlement looks like, what the employer contribution looks like, the eligibility requirements, what the payout is. And so you can't take one state and say, well, I figured it out in Massachusetts or I figured it out in Washington. I can now take that blueprint and apply it to all the other states where I've got a brick and mortar location, or maybe it's not even brick and mortar. Maybe I have work from home employees in those states, but they too could be protected even though they're not working in a facility or a location for the client, but they're living and working, if you will, in that state. So they've got to comply with that as well. So that's really a piece of what we do is understanding the complexity of that. What are the solutions there? Can we outsource that? Do I need to take on those state leave obligations, those paid family leave obligations myself, or is there a partner out there, a vendor, a provider that could take that off of my plate? And so we help determine what's the right move there. And if the right move is outsourcing, who's best? Who's best in class? Who's got the capabilities that would match up with the client needs? That's what we're all